Hey guys, ThatOneGuyJames here, and it is a very sad episode for me because we are now on the finale, the final episode of this season of StoneVania, and right now just pressing the record button. I feel really sad about it. I didn't know how sad I was going to be until I pressed record, so this is going to be fun. But yeah, we are now at our final episode. And I don't know what to do. So I think the only thing I can do is kind of look back, walk down memory lane and remember all the good times we had on this season. So how about we go ahead and go back to where it all started, right here on top of this mushroom. For everyone who was here for the first episode, you might remember that I came out of a portal on top of this mushroom, and and I ended up here in StoneVania season 1, where right here I got to see everyone just interacting, screaming, yelling for a start of a season and a start of a new adventure for not just me but for all of us. And over time, Spawn has become our community center, but also what I like to think is our little holiday area with Halloween here. And I guess we could count that as a little, well, no, this is something that leads to Christmas, so there's that. Oh, and then I guess while we're here, we could look at some of this here at Spawn. Right here, my room, a part of the Halloween haunted house. When you enter in, you had to come over here and press a button. If I remember correctly, I think it was that one. Yeah. Then you would land down and have to go through a maze of a lot of jump scares and a lot of things happening as well. So this was definitely a fun project for everyone that was working on the haunted house. I'm super happy that I was able to be a part of this 100%. Another cool thing I did was here at Show's Trick or Doom. This was honestly, I think, one of my favorite mini games to have come out of this season, where you would jump down here with take some damage, have some snowballs, and you had to basically egg everyone's house. This was my little contribution to the Halloween area, my own little section to make it all Halloweeny. We can't see it here, but this had a zombie James, Lent, and Show, with a dead Rob way over here, as well as a vampire James, and my first big armor stand work I think I did, which was this werewolf. This was my first big armor stand project, and I had to do this with a lot of lag as well. So this becoming a werewolf, or I guess a were-koala, was completely epic for me, and I really enjoyed doing that. So one thing I also built at Spawn was this right here, the Pokemon game show, which, for those who remember, this was a JamesBot prompt over there, where I had to make a mini game that involved a Pikachu and a bluish radio Kiki. And this is what I came up with, a game show where we had Kiki competing along with Haunted and Lent. And honestly, recording this with them and even editing this, it was so much fun, and I loved it very, very much. I honestly have no regrets with this project right here. I think if I ever do this again, it will obviously different questions, but it'd probably be more building and randomness. Honestly, I think I just want to make a game show again if I ever have the opportunity. Now let's stop talking about Spawn and go ahead and check out the community area. Yeah, and after day 1, we all came over to this area, the community area, at random. So we split off into the food group and the mining group, and we all found ourselves to be at this spot. I think the mining group actually was more towards that corner way over there. But yeah, this used to be our day one community area, which I was actually planning to turn this into a little summer camp. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the show, but there's a show called Total Drama, like Total Drama Island, that I was gonna base this around. That's why you have like the food group cabin and the mining group cabin, as well as this hot tub. This was supposed to be like a nice little competition area. The idea back on day one was to turn this also into like the mini game area, where the Vanians would do challenges, vote each other off out of the community area to go and do actual things around their base, while also doing challenges. I don't know how else to explain it, but that was the plan, and I worked hard a little bit, like turning this into mycelium, and then I got busy and I kind of abandoned this project. But hey, even though I didn't finish this project, or I guess fully abandoned this project, I'm very proud to say that this was a great start to the season. I mean, you can see all around like how much we did with getting food, around with fishing, yeah, definitely with fishing, and then we somehow turn ourselves into the mining group by going down these caves and discovering a lot. You can see all like the strip mining. You see that we explored a lot over here, and a lot over here, I guess, with Netherrack and fire. Interesting. And then I guess this is another thing I kind of forgot. My day one horse Chicken Nugget has been here the entire time. No one has rescued him, and I haven't rescued him. So I think it's safe to say that every Vanian forgot about Chicken Nugget here for a second. So you know what? Now I think it's safe to say that Chicken Nugget is leaving this area now. There we go. Chicken Nugget's finally saved. So now we could go back to our next destination. And now the next thing on this tour is right here. Our witch farm of automatic redstone. What do they call this? Oh, starter base. I used to call this starter base, which stood for, and it's right here, simple, technical, automated redstone, terrific and efficient, resourceful, basic, accessible, secure, expandable. Starter base. Because while I was working on this, I didn't start working on my base, so a lot of the Vanians kind of pointed fun of the fact that I had no base for a long while. And I think my only excuse for that is that this was a very big project for me, and it was not just something I wanted to take lightly. This was me being able to automate almost every, well, yeah, I think almost, if not all, redstone components around here. There are some things that I wish I could have done differently, but it's definitely a thing, like, I'm proud of what I did, and I'm glad that I took my time to understand what I was doing. Because, well, I guess apparently the Redstone Farm still breaks on occasion, but that's fine. And I still want to give a shout out to these three like names right here: Ray Works, Blonde Wolf, and Insanity 21, because it's a lot of their redstone machines that help make this work. I think if I ever attempt this again, I will probably, one thing I probably will add is, one, a much larger wheat farm, and two, a giant wood farm, probably a dark oak wood farm, to get as much wood as possible. I'm thinking like, what, probably like 60 double chests full of wood, and wood planks would be just about enough for this to run smoothly all the time and to craft every single individual item. But yeah, this was a very fun project, and I'm so glad that it became the thing it did, and that is becoming amazing. And now that just leads us here to the shopping district, where all the Vanians build shops all around this mycelium island. And honestly, I don't know about any other Vanian, but for a season 1 shopping district, This is amazing. I feel like this is gonna be my favorite shopping district for a long time. But I mean, it is just season 1, so we have to wait a few more seasons to see if I love this more than anything else. But as of right now, I really do. So many of my interactions came from the shopping district, and I spent a lot of time here as well, becoming the unofficial city planner to then the quote-unquote official city planner to then giving city planner to Lint, and I don't know what he's done since then, but I knew that when I was running a city planner, I did the best I could with connecting the roads, making the shops. Honestly, I think I might have had the most shops. Let's see, like I have the mud shop, the mushroom shop. I have my bone shop over here. Who can forget the redstone shop that Grim made and I had to stock the entire time? And did someone steal a repeater from here? We also have my trash bin shop, which was my little protest to Grass HQ when they want to turn all my psyllium into grass. Honestly, have I even made any sales? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 diamonds. And a whole chest of diamonds. Okay. I didn't know I was making sales here. I think I'll leave that for whenever we have the world download. And over here is the Barbie dream house from the Barbie movie. So this I didn't show in an episode, but this was supposed to be a part of my city planner campaign. I was working on a parody song to I'm Just Ken to I'm Just James. Vote for James. And this was supposed to be a dancing music box. As you can see down here, I had all the redstone set up to have this James right here dancing. I feel like I might try to bring like this back in a future season. Not the Barbie house, but the idea of parody songs and like a dancing armor stand or just animated armor stands in general. I might try to bring that with me to future seasons, especially season 2, I would imagine. And now it kind of leads us here to the Moo Moo Cafe, where because I won like the city planner stuff, I was like, maybe I should like have fun with it and make a mycelium kind of shop. But I knew people were not gonna buy mycelium, so I decided to make custom models, which I guess those are gone. Oh, never mind. The models are gone, but they're right here. Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, like you have the red velvet cookies, which is supposed to resemble like a mushroom itself. And then you have a choco mousse shape, which resembles the brown mushroom. I was trying to work on a bloom roll, which was supposed to resemble the blue, the bloom room, the mush bloom. Whatever, the yellow one that was supposed to win the mob vote but lost stupidly. But I couldn't make a pixel design or a model design to go with it, so it kind of just stayed barren. That's why there's a question mark there, because I couldn't pick a design I liked. I didn't show this a lot on camera, like how to get down here. I guess I'm showing it now. But yeah, the mycelium headquarters for my campaign, which I really wish we showed this off a bit more and had more meetings like in here. But I'm very proud with everything that did happen. I'm also very happy that this little tier wall started an epic prank war with Dabman and Locky. And right here is our very awesome looking James bot that I love so much. I really made him to get like people some free content, because I just thought it was a good idea to have a content generator around. Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't think I really checked how much diamonds it has made me. I know it has had many different ideas, like I guess there's a superhero pig prank somewhere out there, a frog shop gift from, I don't remember putting that in there, Mace Challenge show, whatever that would be, and then let's see, a Lint trailer ice cream. those are some. So how many diamonds did I make? Oh, 23 and a door. And I know I used this once, so 22. So that means 22 times, I was gonna say 22 Vanians, but who knows how many Vanians actually use this. But at least 22 times, JamesBot has been used, which means potentially there should have been 22 content ideas running around the server. If they were used or not, I have no idea, but I think this was a success nonetheless. And then right here, our fantastic scootball field, which I am so glad that we were finally able to get people to play it. I'm glad that I built this, but I am extremely glad that I waited, because that was such a fun event. So many of our special guests had fun. So many of the Vanians had fun. I love the chaos, and I love that I really had no rules other than punch and wind charge the armadillo. And that's pretty much it. Just punch and wind charge the armadillo. There was really no rules added in because I knew that everyone was going to be chaotic. I think the sad part is that we sadly lost Kevin the Unkickable, which, rest in peace, Kevin. You were amazing. You were amazing as a scootball. You were amazing at the game. I hope that the Minecraft Afterlife is treating you well, Kevin. You know, I just realized I did get a bit off topic when going to these shops. Because I think I said I own like 1, 2, let's see, where's the third one? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the mycelium thing, 8 with the bucket chuckets from the Minecraft movie, and oh, the armor stand shop right over there. So 9, if my math's correct. I own 9 shops here in the shopping district. I hope I'm not forgetting one. But yeah, I think that's the most shops any Vania has had so far in this season. Okay, before I go into this portal, I want to show off the portal actually, because Haunted made this like very I think close to last minute before the server like ended, and it looks amazing. I don't know if it fully gives the Christmas vibe off to you guys, but it does to me, and I really like this. So let's go ahead and see what's in here. Now, this was a project that Lucky's Show, Haunted, and Macy worked on. Building little areas for the Christmas town, building a racetrack and this tree and everything. And of course I'm here because I kind of want to show like the stuff that I did around here, which was during this thing, we had this advent calendar thing where it was like a secret Santa, and each day the person would like come over and get something from the chest, you know, from their secret Santa, I believe. And I got Haunted for a secret Santa, so I gave her a mint chocolate chip ice cream, and Mofi got me for the secret Santa, and he gave me a shulker box of diamonds, food, like a lot of goodies, even drown heads, because if you know me, I despise drown. So that was a nice little reference and warmed my heart. Now, the big reason I'm here is because I made a little contribution to the Christmas town by making the, what was the, the Grinch Mountain. I forgot what it was actually called, though. But this was the Grinch Mountain, something that I made, just to put here so I can have the mean one, alter ego running around. And this was a very fun project. Don't know why this is open, but we had like a bunch of references to things around here. I try to make this as like curvy and as like confusing as I possibly could. One reference I have is from a Grinch meme where right here, the yoga room, where the Grinch was sitting like somewhere right here, and when he was exhaling, he was screaming as he was exhaling, like he had his arms up, sitting down, and to exhale, putting his arms out to his sides. He was just screaming. I don't know. It was a very fun like reference I just had to add. And up here is actually, let's see, here we are, is Max. I wish Max was able to come up here, but for some reason at the time, Max just wanted to stay down there. And there's his like little dog bed and everything, and then you can see like everything. You see like the Christmas village over here, and I believe over here you can see like the Christmas town and everything. I don't know, this was a fun project. I honestly, the only thing I would change about this was probably cover up the wall, like the roof a bit more. But again, I really like that you can see like the jagged edges and everything. I don't know, like there's things that could have been done differently, but I love it nonetheless. So this area right here is actually very important for me to show in this tour, because I'm okay with showing like stuff I haven't finished. So what this is here is a wall of, well, I guess halfway of all the season 1 Vanians. This was honestly a very fun project to even make, but I wasn't able to finish it because life just gets very busy. Like, I just had a lot going on, a lot of other things that were honestly probably like top priority than this. But what this was supposed to be was starting right over here. It was supposed to be a pathway of seeing all the season 1 Vanians, which would have led to the season 1 museum, which again I wasn't able to finish, but the idea is here. And even though I didn't fully like have this up, I do love this standing on its own, of just showing all the Vanians like that were here in season 1. It's a very important part of our server's history, and I think just showing like the people that started it is enough for like the server. Instead of like showing the museum, this is enough to show for the server itself. You know, and with all that, it brings us back over here to our, to our base. And honestly, my base, I am very proud of it. I think I told the story that I really wanted to tell with the ruins and with the little details I have around. If you guys, I keep saying this, but a dark force came out of this ruined portal and almost destroyed the land around. The dark force, whomever it could be, decided to live on the evil mushroom island over here. Thank you, Honda, for making this, while also going ahead and destroying as much as they could around this kingdom. Luckily, it was the strengths of Elio, the Knight of the Sun, and Celine, the Knight of the Night, who both worked together to protect their kingdom from the evil force, and who will now forever rest over here at the only area of pure green life, the heart tree. They now will rest forever with their 2 blades and the banners that separate them, but also bring them together. And around here, because I want you guys to come here and see this, you will also find all my stuff that was in my inventory and everything in my ender chest. If you don't believe it's everything in my ender chest, hold up, let me just do this. Boom. My inventory, my ender chest. Hopefully you guys will take these away so it's not fully in front of the tree, but it's now here and waiting for you guys for whenever we figure out the world download. I'm still wearing my wings. I need to go return this. But thank you all for joining me on this endeavor of my first ever SMP and my big adventures. I really pushed myself with being on this SMP and with my build style, editing style, and play style. I pushed myself, I feel like, and I am proud of everything I've done, everything I've accomplished here on the server. So as the sun starts to set on this wonderful finale of an episode, all I can say is love one another, take care of each other, have a wonderful day, a wonderful life, and I'll see you all in the next adventure. Goodbye. I'm proud to call myself a StoneVanian.